Right, I finally bought a one-man tent after the ones I wanted didn't arrive because they were out of stock. 3 different ones that I ordered, annoyingly. So I opted for a cheap one instead, the Vango Nevis 100, which is part of Vango's Experience range. Now they've branded them that way. So it's brand new, haven't opened it, haven't built it. So I'll go ahead and give it a go, see what it's like. So, according to this, it's got a 3000mm hydrostatic head. It's made of 70 denier polyester, they're Protex. The poles are Powerlite 700-1 T6 alloy. I reckon the trail weight's 1.49 kilograms and the total weight's 1.7 kilograms. We'll see, won't we? Trail weight, I always find that funny. But yeah, and pitch time of 5 minutes. So we shall give it a go. Okay, dimensions, as you can see hopefully, are on there. Oh, hello. Sort of in the shade, never mind. Here it says it's got the features are a tunnel structure, the tension band 2 system from Vango, fly sheet door vent, internal storage pockets, O-shaped inner door, part mesh inner door, factory tape seams, fast pack bag with compression straps, which my Vango Tempest has, and I love those. It means you don't have to pack it away so neatly. In other words, if it's raining or windy, when you pack away you just throw it in the bag. Fire retardant fabrics to meet European EN 5912 standard and weather tested by Certified Test Centre. Let's have a look inside, see what there is. So, there we go. The bag, compression straps, and then you open it out like that. It's pretty difficult to film this from this position, but I'll move in a minute. Inside are instructions. Not that instructions are ever good on these things. Here we have tent. Right, I'm going to see if I can put the camera somewhere and go ahead and build it. Hopefully you can see me and hopefully you can see this. So you have your tie, it comes with it. See what pegs you get with it. Okay, same pegs as most Vango tents. Really lightweight ones. I don't know what the weight is, I'll have to weigh them at some point. You have one main pole and your 2 the little ends. Now I believe the Vango Nevis is the same as their Zenith, just with different fabric. I think the Zenith has got their ripstop, which is thicker fabric, a stronger fabric with a higher hydrostatic rating. But you pay considerably more. I fancy this cheap one, to be fair. So there you go. The inner has come pre-attached, which is good, on the condition that it's a inner pitch. Is it an inner pitch first? Oh, that is a pole sleeve. Okay, so you can just pitch the outer then. So, I've not read the instructions, I've not done any prep work. Going for it. Okay, it's not a pre-bent pole, it's a straight pole, very thin and lightweight. Feels strong, but very thin. Just have a look at the camera. Right, yeah, you can just make that out. Let's try not to backside in the way. So I don't tend to look at instructions because I've followed instructions before and misread them and did it wrong on other tents, whereas when I just sort of use my experience of tent building, it seems to go right. poles locate into eyelets each end, same way a lot of tents do. Certainly the Vango ones, and the Zoe Axe one I got does. Okay, that wasn't too tight. Try and get the pole in. Just the pole in. Sort of square at each end. Just find where the edge is. So, is there a door over there? There's a door here, right. Okay. So, I'm going to pitch tents like this. Take this one down. Now, my next question is going to be, at what point do I need to put those two poles in, because I've not used a tent like that before, or like this, with that system. We shall see. Get my mallet out as well, really. What's that for? Oh, is that the pole sits? Don't know. What's this system there? You pick that out like that. So we're saying these fit. Oh, I might have done that wrong. Ah, okay, that's not a peg hole. Right, I'll bring you around and show this when it's pitched. I don't think that's a peg hole. Hopefully I'm still in view. Again. Doesn't look like a great pitching so far, eh? So as you can see, it's flapping about a bit at the moment. I'm struggling to work out how to get it sorted. If I did it based on this, that would come out really. It's just a bit awkward. It's a bit better, but it's still flapping around. Vango also give you 3 repair fabrics of 3 colours. Some mesh as well, so they give you the grey for the inner, the orange for the inner, the green for the outer, and they give you some of the mesh for the mosquito. A tiny little repair pole tube. This tent has the tension banding system, which I forgot about. So it could be I need to sort the tension bands out. Right. Door so that unzips up to here in the corner, and then roll this up here. There is, as it says, a large O-shaped inner door. And a tension band. Okay. Well, that's not an ideal pitch. I'll see in a bit if I can fiddle with it, but not on camera. So far I've been videoing for 12 minutes. So with the inner attached, it didn't take long. Here's the edges. I was saying to you about the poles, is that this eye here, which I had used as a peg hole, I think you're supposed to peg this actually, rather than just the guy as I have. But this peg hole and pole goes up into a little piece. I can't really get the camera in, hang on a second. Take it out of its case. Oh, right, like that. So, up there is a little sleeve the pole goes into. You can just about see that up there. And there's a mesh vent here as well on this side. Yeah, so as you can see, it needs a bit more fiddling, I think. Take you around and show you. I could guide out as well. Oh no, the extra 2 pegs are for the guys. Right, if you're not familiar with the Vango tension band system, they tend to have these little pockets to stow the straps. Usually you have some Velcro going through the inner, or Velcro for a hole where it goes through the inner. And then inside you have the strap and the buckle, both sides. And basically when you take the tent down, you disconnect the buckle and stow it in the little pocket. So anyway, I've got a very small awning here, or very small area in the very small porch area. I would say probably, yeah, it's big enough for a pair of walking boots. I guess you could put a rucksack in there as well. Just gotta watch the pitching of this, because this one's really high. What's that? That's a whole hand's width. So if it was raining, you wouldn't want to put your pack there. But that's probably just the way I've pitched it. As I say, I'll work it out. 2 storage pockets there, and there's the 2 vents at that end, your vent at that end, and then inside your inner attaches the same most Vango ones do, where you have an elasticated strap with a peg, and you have the tent with a fixed circle, plastic circle there, and that's how they attach the inner to the outer. So this one was already attached from the factory, and you could leave the 2 together for quick pitching. So I'm inside. Down the end, if I put my feet up against the end, so my feet are touching the end, I have got, I can't see, hopefully you can, a good amount of room behind my head here. I can't measure it right now. Anyway, but conversely, if I put my head against the end, I've got a good shoe length away from the top there. Width-wise, I'm only a little skinny bloke, but you can see compared to my legs, the bottom end's good. I see my shoulders across here. And at the back there's plenty of space, so I can store my rucksack as a pillow. And then here in the middle, focus, here in the middle, you've got a huge amount of space off to the side. Again, for gear storage, so if I lie to one side, I've got an incredible amount of storage space for a one-man tent. I was never going to get a one-man tent because the ones I tried in the shops I thought were a bit claustrophobic, and I didn't really like them. They were a bit like a coffin. So it's not that I didn't like them, I didn't see the point over those ones over a bivvy bag, because, or a hooped bivvy, because they had just as much space. Whereas this one is better. Oh yeah, I talk to the camera now. Yeah, this one's got more space. It's space for gear and a little awning. So actually, in the depths of winter, or even just when it's raining, this isn't going to be a bad tent to sleep out in terms of space. Yeah, I'm just going to have to fiddle with the pitch and try and get it right. And then I'll let you know how that goes, because it'd be unfair to do a review and pitch it badly. And I'll tell you how much fiddling it took as well. So you know how long it takes to pitch first time, basically. Like most tents, I think once you've done it 2 or 3 times, you get the pitching almost perfect straight away. That OEX Coyote I'm sleeping in this week, that was the same the first time I pitched it. I pitched it really quick, really easily. It wasn't the best pitch in the world. It wasn't bad actually. It's quite an easy tent, but it gets better every time I pitch it. Now I can attach a tarp to it as well. I've worked out how. So right, I'll get back to you in a bit. I just spent a couple of minutes fiddling with the setup. Still not quite right down here, because this piece looks a bit, I mean, it's still protected, it just, I thought it should be tight. And then this side's flapping around a little bit. But that's the one I'm struggling with, is this side. Get that sort of tensioned. And I've got this side tensioned okay, hopefully you can see in the light. Tensioned very well. And here. So this end seems okay. This end I'm struggling with. However, I'd sleep in it like that, and having had a look inside, the inner on this side is nowhere near the outer, even though the outer sags a little bit. And then when you come in here, you probably won't see on the camera, but I've got to push it. Let's see how far I have to push it. There's the outer. So there's plenty of space between the inner and the outer there for it to flop around. Or flap around in the wind, should I say, but yeah. The other thing I didn't mention was the inner touching down here, the same as the other Vango tents, where you have the hook and eye system on the bottom and you have the band going across between the poles. That's it really, my Vango Nevis 100 review. Can't really say much more about it at the moment. I've not slept in it. Hoping to sleep in it soon maybe. I'm going to pack it away in a minute and I can let you know how long it took to pack away or how easy it was afterwards. Might just have a couple more minutes fiddling with that end of the tent though. Yeah, not a bad tent. I think I paid £70 for it. And I was looking at one-man tents in the region of 150 quid before, so it was a bit of a difference. It's fairly low profile in terms of height. I'll happily camp in that in the woods on a bit of a stealth camp, which is why I wanted a green one, because I got that purple one's a bit obvious. But the only thing I didn't do in here was sit up. Tell you what, I'll put this back on the tripod. Right. Sit next to it. Okay, if I sit next to it, it's considerably higher than me. Climb in. Take my hat off. And without my big hair, I could sit in here without my head touching the top of the tent. So if you had an air mat in here, you'd probably be raised to the point where you would touch the top of the inner. This is, again, the inner is nowhere near the outer in the centre. So at the sides, it's far away, but in the centre it's nowhere near. And then the door, I guess if you take off that tension band strap, although I didn't just release the tension, door probably does what a lot of Vango doors do. He says, yes it does. Stows away in a pocket. Here, so you can stow the whole door away, which in the sun was quite nice. And then to do the door back, I'll just take the tension band strap off for now. Zip it all the way. Yeah, you have a nice door. So there's my only one thing I think funny about Vango tents, how they have this, but only a small mesh section. In fact, can't even close anything over that mesh section in this, but I prefer doors that are all mesh and then you can zip this over the top of it. But that's purely because on a really nice day it's nice to see out but keep the bugs out if there's mosquitoes or midges or something like that. Whereas with this you'd have to sit up here to look out. It's not the end of the world, you're protected, that's what matters. There's always more to say after you finish filming a little bit. The bottom of this is the bathtub sort of design where it comes up above the ground. So you're protected in the elements. It's raining and splashing in, it's not coming straight in the mesh there. My pitching, I've closed the door, it's really poor. That door is touching the inside, it's flapping into it. So yeah, a bit of adjustment required before I take it down. That's the only bit at the moment which would be touching the inside, and it's that door. It really is touching it as well. So let's sort this out. Right, I've sort of got a pitching which I'm happy with inside. It just doesn't look right. Yeah. See, this is all a bit... It's not touching the inner, but it looks really odd. Honestly, it's the most fiddly tent I've ever tried to pitch. One of the reviews about the Zenith, I say the same design as this, was it's very difficult to try and get it all set up correctly. So, yeah, very, very fiddly to balance. I'm going to carry on for a bit longer, but basically, I see. This is a little bendy metal strip in here that you could, you push in to close the vent, and you can pull out to open it. I say the vent, there isn't actually a vent there. Oh, is that just for when the door's open then maybe? Apologies for the poor camera work, I'm struggling to film this. Oh, that's a bizarre. Keep the rain off the zip, I don't really know what the purpose of that is. Either way, still struggling with this pitch. Yeah, nice little tent in terms of size and space. Really fiddly pitch. I'm going to carry on then. Right, been fiddling for about 5 minutes, and it's a little bit better. That's about all I could say. A little bit. I'm alright at this end still after fiddling. This end's still very flappy, and again it's not touching the inner, but just in heavy rain and wind I would be confident that we wouldn't get a bit of splash up in there, and it would certainly flap about in the breeze. I'm starting to think it's just the design of the tent. Well, maybe another day trying will help. If any of you got experience with the Nevis or the Zenith and how to get it out perfectly, let me know. Anyway, I think that concludes my sort of building review. Let's take it down, pack it away, and tell you how easy that was. Right, we have it all packed away, albeit ever so slightly bigger than it was when I got it. 2.5 minutes it took from fully pitched to that. That's the joy of these types of bags. You can just sort of fold it up, roll it, throw it in, compress it. Because the bag's slightly longer than you can make the tent. Apologies for that, my phone beeping. Anyway, yeah, a fast pack bag isn't a lie. So, pitching, very fiddly, packing, not so much. Anyway, I've decided the only way to get it pitched properly is going to be go out and try it on a wild camp where I might have to pitch it properly, otherwise it will get cold and wet. So, yeah, I'm not going to pitch it in this campsite. I'm enjoying my big 3-man tent. So, alright, that definitely concludes it now. Any questions, please ask. I'll see what I can tell you, and hopefully you'll see it in a wild camp soon. Keep your eyes peeled on my YouTube channel for that wild camp, and any others that I do. And feel free to follow me on Instagram. It's Underwater Dick there as well. So, out pictures of my adventures and camping and the great outdoors and all these other things. There's a few other off camping topic things on there, but yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you later.